Hi gorgeous! Today I'm showing you how to recreate this beautiful smoky eye using a new palette from BH Cosmetics that was done in collaboration with Carli Bybel. So this is what the palette looks like up close. You get 10 eyeshadows, 4 cheek highlighters, and I'll also show you a couple swatches before we dive right on into the tutorial. These are so pretty, aren't they? Pigmentation is superb with this palette. First step to any eyeshadow look is applying a primer. I'm using the NYX Proof It in today's video and taking the lightest shade from this palette and using it to buff over the lids to create a blank slate for blending. Then I'm taking this rosy neutral, which is matte in consistency, and applying it into the crease. And this is such a beautiful color. It's a pinky brown. That's how I would describe it, very warm. And as I'm applying the eyeshadow, I'm working it more into the outer V of the eye, so creating a winged shape with the eyeshadow. And this technique is especially great if you have droopy eyes, hooded eyes, or if you're just too tired and you want to make your eyes appear more awake and lifted. I'm going back with a blending brush, nothing on this brush, I'm just using the bristles to soften the harsh edges. Next, I'm taking this mauve shade from the palette, another matte finish, and applying this onto the outer half of the lid. Really beautiful color. I also took a little bit of this and started to blend it into the outer V. Taking the color directly next to the last one we used, which is a really deep burgundy shade, another matte finish eyeshadow. And this is a little deceiving. It doesn't go on as dark as it appears in the pan, so it is a little lighter when you apply it. It's still a really beautiful color. And I'm using this to deepen and define the outer V of the eye. And going back again with the same blending brush I was using before to take away the harsh edges. A lot of blending in this look. You'll see me go back and forth with this brush quite often. I wanted a little more depth on that outer corner of the eye, so I'm taking a matte black from my Beauty Treats palette, but you could use any matte black that you may have. And I'm using this once again to deepen up the outer V of the eye and add some more definition. Then I took this really light pink and applied it onto the inner half of the lid. Beautiful color. It reminds me a lot of Makeup Geek's Cinderella, but a little lighter. And I am applying it wet here to give it more vibrancy. And when I say I'm applying it wet, what I did was I packed it onto the brush and then spritzed the brush with a setting spray. I had to add wings for this look, so I'm using my VampStamp, which I'm a little obsessed with at the moment, but if you don't have the VampStamp, you can also use a drugstore version that is just as great, and that is the Kiss eyeliner stencil. I still use this one quite often also, and I would recommend using the Glamour stencil for a close match to the type of wing that I have here. Because I covered up the black that I had applied, oops, I went back with a little bit more and defined the outer corner of the eye. Filling in my brows with my favorite brow pencil ever, the NYX Microbrow, and this is in the shade Auburn. And for my false eyelashes, I'm going back to an old favorite. I haven't used these in forever. These are Red Cherry number 43. Love them. And to save time in this tutorial, I already completed my face, but if you want to know what I used, I'll have everything listed below. I'm taking one of the cheek highlighters and applying it onto my cheeks. It's rather pigmented, so I had to do a lot of blending to get this one to look presentable on my face, but it's such a beautiful color. I couldn't avoid using it. And then I went back with that light pink because I wanted to use this one too. I said, why not? And this one was also extremely pigmented. I am taking the smallest amount, I mean tiniest amount, on the brush that I'm using here. And you can see how pigmented these cheek highlighters are. Excellent quality. And for my lips, I took one of the new matte Makeup Geek lip stains. This is in the shade Do-Si Do. And after I applied it, I thought, I need a little bit of a lip liner in with this. So I added in Makeup Revolution's Echelon lip liner. And the two together create a beautiful nude lip. Gorgeous palette created by a gorgeous lady here on YouTube. 2 thumbs up for the Carli Bybel BH Cosmetics palette. You will not be disappointed in it. Go out and buy it. It is one of the best I have ever used from the drugstore at this price. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Have a great weekend.